Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I know the episodes have been progressing normally for you, but for me, it's been a long time. It's a relief to be back. I've done a massive amount of grinding in Dark Souls between these last two episodes. I've taken a few trips, one personal, one for work, but you're not here for any of that. You're here for Star Wars. Last time, when we left off, we had been promoted to, well, we haven't actually been made a Padawan yet, but we've had some Jedi training, and we have been sent out to explore Dantooine. Right now, we are to find the source of corruption in the nearby grove and see what we can do about it. So, let's head into the grove. We got more kath hounds. Let's get after them. And actually, trying to remember what's awesome about playing a consular. There's one thing, I mean, there are lots of things I don't know if I'm being honest about, you know, the general state of life, the universe and everything, but one thing I truly don't know for the life of me is why anyone in their right mind would use Carth over Canderous. He's just objectively a vastly, vastly superior soldier. I guess maybe if you're hyper committed to a full light playthrough to the tune of not wanting to go to have dark party members. I mean, Canderous is only lightly dark, and he doesn't turn on you. If you go light side playthrough, he still stays with you at the end. So I don't even think... I think in his case, even that argument doesn't hold a lot of water, but... Alright, that goes to a new area, the Sandral grounds. So we've explored the map. Save for this bridge over here with Baluk. If I remember correctly, actually gives us a fun little side quest. Let's talk to this guy. Apprentice, your arrival here is well timed. Who are you? I am Baluk, a Jedi from the Enclave. I was sent by the Jedi Council to investigate a killing that took place here a few hours ago. Communication does not pose a problem, as both the suspects and I speak basic and Huttese. I was going to handle this case myself, but now that you are here, this could be an excellent opportunity for you to demonstrate how well you have been learning your lessons at the Academy. Though you are not yet a full Jedi, perhaps you could assist me in sorting out the truth from the lies. What do you want me to do? Listen to the stories given by the two suspects. I have brought an information retrieval droid with access to the archives, both at the Jedi Enclave and the planetary capital. I will use my wisdom and experience to offer you some guidance, but I will not solve the case for you. There is little benefit if you do not solve this problem yourself. Consider each man's account and check the facts with the information droid. Once you have gathered all the evidence you think you need, run through the possible scenario with me. If you are unable to come to a satisfactory resolution, then I will take these men to the Enclave and deal with this myself. According to the accounts of the participants, these three men were out here in the field together earlier, before the clouds broke. I find that very odd, for most people would seek shelter indoors when the sky is filled with dark storm clouds as it was earlier today, but that is not the most puzzling aspect of the case. The dead man, Calder was shot in the back with a blaster rifle. A rifle was found lying near his body with bloodstains on it. It has been sent back to the Enclave for analysis. Two other men were found at the scene when I arrived. One was Hand and Gold, he was unarmed. The other was Rickard Lusoff, who was carrying a hunting laser. Both men say they did not do anything and that they came across the body, but both also accuse the other. Obviously there is more to this than what we have been told. Is there anything else I should know? There is one last thing. When I arrived, Handon was holding his side and Rickard was favoring one of his legs. You would do well to remember this as we progress through the case. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Journal entry added. Murdered settler. Dantooine, you have been approached by a Jedi, Baluk, who requires your assistance in resolving a complicated crime he has encountered. He hopes your understanding of human nature can clarify the contradictory statements of the witnesses at the scene. Alright, let's talk to the suspects first. There's Handon Gold.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, and all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Did you see the killer?
I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Handon's the one who was holding his side, I think. Alright, let's talk to Rickard now. Rickard Lusoff.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Rickard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Okay, let's talk to the droid.
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder, Rickard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Nettic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriaz are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Kath hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by kath hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
Alright, so at the moment, Rickard's story holds up. Except, not quite. Iriaz are real, but we need to remember that Baluk told us that there were dark storm clouds everywhere, and Rickard said that he couldn't see because the sun was in his eyes, so he's lying. We haven't really accounted for him favoring one of his legs yet, nor have we accounted for Handon holding his side, but his story about running while unarmed doesn't make much sense in light of the advisory we just heard about from the droid. I will have more I will have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Alright, let's examine Calder's body. The body of Calder Nettic. He was apparently shot from behind with a blaster. Okay, everybody spawned in where I was standing. Alright, let's talk to Baluk. Yes, is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. Very well, we should start at the beginning. If we find the truth behind each piece of the puzzle, we will no doubt resolve the case. Hendon said that he was nearby and heard a shot and ran over, only to find Calder already dead. He said Rickard came out of the shadow of the rocks holding a blaster in his hands. Rickard said that he was hunting Iriaz, saw one through the glare of the sun, and shot at it. It is possible that Rickard may have shot Calder accidentally and Hendon may have found the body, but that seems a very unlikely explanation. It is more likely that at least one of them is lying. Obviously, one of these men is not telling us something, but where does the truth lie? Rickard is lying. Why do you believe that? It was cloudy. There was no sun glare. Yes, well done. It was very cloudy this morning. If it had happened as Rickard said, the sun would not have been visible at the time of the killing. You seem to have caught Rickard in a bit of a lie. It seems I was correct in assuming you could help me with this case. This lie doesn't prove Rickard is guilty, but I think you have taken the first step in unraveling this mystery. We should proceed on to the next point. We need to find a motive for the killing. Maybe you should talk to the men about their relationship with the victim. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright. So this goes in stages. We just have to talk to everybody each time, reason out who's lying, and proceed from there. So, let's start with Hendon again.
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. The truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him yet.
I'm sorry. How can I be of further assistance?
I want to ask you another question. Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bantha. I run, I don't know if I mentioned that.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing more right now.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Alright, let's talk to Rickard.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slime ball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Iriaz. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those kath hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow, it went down. But when I come over here, there's Hendon standing over the body and the Iriaz was gone. Now I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Why would someone want to kill him?
You Jedi are so predictable, always seeing some greater purpose behind everything, when the simple answer is usually the right one. Can't you see that it must have been Handon? I found him standing over the damned body. I don't know why this is causing you so much trouble. You almost seem as lost as this Baluk guy.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Baluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Nothing more right now.
Right.
Okay, let's try the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Rickard? So he's lying about being unable to stand speeders.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garrow spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Can I talk to these guys?
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Alright. Nothing more right now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating you.
Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang Spaceport. We've been partners in that business for well over 20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
You can deny it, but there was bad blood between you.
Right.
Maybe they were just drunk. Let's talk to Baluk. Well, shoot. Yes, is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. We know Rickard lied about the sun blinding him while he was shooting, but we need more to go on. Let's examine the relationship of each man with the victim. Handon told me he barely knew the victim. On the other hand, Rickards and the victim were business partners. However, according to Rickard, they got along quite well. On the surface, neither man seems to have a motive for killing Calder. Handon is lying. Why do you believe that? He knew his wife was cheating on him. Well, that certainly is a motive for murder. The case is really taking shape. However, you mustn't jump to any quick conclusions. Perhaps we should now focus on the murder weapon itself. You might want to see what information the witnesses and the information droid can provide you about the blaster found near the body. If there is anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright. Zalbar? I just take control of Zalbar and get him out of the way that way, can't I? Alright. Now we're asking about the murder weapon. Handon.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous kath hounds around. Even an Iriaz can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing more right now.
Of course. Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Ricard?
So, what do you want to know?
What about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Juhani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had.
Juhani's make delicate weapons with too little firepower. Lightweight stuff, if you ask me.
That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. So.
Okay, let's talk to the droid. Nothing more right now.
Right.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report of Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Or he's just lying. I will have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
How can I be of further assistance?
Okay, nothing more right now.
Of course.
Alright, back to Baluk. Yes, is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. So what have you determined about the weapon found by the body? The blaster is Handon's. He lied about it being stolen. So we have caught Handon in a lie. Interesting, but I think we may need one final piece of the puzzle. There was a blood sample on the weapon that had been sent back for analysis just before you arrived. Perhaps you could inquire with the information droid about it. If there's anything else you need, I will remain here while you question the witnesses. Alright. Let's see, let's try Handon again.
How can I be of further... Of course.
He's got nothing. I bet Rickard also has nothing.
So, what? Right.
Alright, do the droid.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later.
Very well.
How can I be of further...
Ask him about the injury again. That's all for now.
Of course.
Alright, well... Yes, is there something I can do to help you in this investigation? I want to discuss the murder. I assume the blood on the weapon belongs to the victim, but I want to be thorough. What have you learned about the blood on the weapon? It didn't belong to the victim. That is surprising, so the blood must belong to one of the suspects. But which one? It's Handon's blood. Why do you believe that? He is clutching his side. Handon has been moving oddly since I arrived. Perhaps we should examine him a little more closely.
Hey, what are you doing?
There is blood. Handon appears to have suffered some sort of blaster wound to his side. It would seem there is one logical scenario. Handon killed Calder for having an affair with his wife. Rickard was out hunting and accidentally shot Handon after he had killed Calder. No, they are both guilty. A bold conclusion, one most people would not arrive at, but we are not like most people. We are Jedi. Still, I would like to know how you came to this conclusion. We know Calder was having an affair with Handon's wife, but what possible motive could Rickard have for wanting Calder dead? Rickard thought Calder was cheating him in business. Yes, well done. Both men had a reason to want Calder dead. This is my theory of this morning's events. Both men knew Calder would be out here this morning and each plotted to kill him. Handon found him first and shot him because of the affair Calder was having with his wife. Shortly after, Rickard arrived on the scene. From a distance, he saw Handon and thought it was Calder, so he shot him in retaliation for the credits Calder had cheated him out of in their business. Handon would have dropped his blaster, the one we found at the scene covered in blood. He probably thought Rickard was going to kill him, so he called us, hoping he could convince us it was Rickard.
Damn you. Damn both of you.
That is enough. The culpability of both of you in the murder and attempted murder of Calder Netic is evident. Additionally, Rickard Lusov can be charged with aggravated assault and attempted murder of Handon Gould. I place you both under the arrest of the Jedi Order, and will escort you to holding facilities in the Jedi Enclave. You have done well here. It is obvious you have been studying your lessons carefully. I will be sure to inform the Jedi Council of your performance in this little test. Good day, and may the Force be with you. Fun little side quest. I like that kind of thing. Journal entry added 1,310 experience points. That is a healthy dose of XP. Completed quests. Murdered Settler. Dantooine, you've successfully solved the crime by realizing that both men were guilty. Although it was Handon who actually killed Calder, Rickard would have killed him had he arrived a little sooner. The two suspects have both been taken into custody, and Baluk is certain to tell the Jedi Council of your brilliant deductive skills. Well now. Nice. Alright, cool. Let's roll on east. Keep exploring this map. Kath hounds. Get over here.
Sure.
Then my boy should come back online soon. Awesome. Okay. Now then. We got more kath hounds. I see him over here. I'm not sure where that exit goes. I do want to get speed up. that was involved. Alright, so over here we have our Dark Jedi. Put that in air quotes. Juhani. Need to heal up my people. I'm not sure why that didn't work on Zalbar. And over there, we've got more Mandalorians. So, I'm just trying to fill in map for now. Come on, Big Z. There we go. Let me see what's to the north of our grove here. That goes back to the Matale grounds. We've seen that one already. Need significant lag time to finish healing up Zalbar. I'll tell you what, I am gonna jog out of here and just grab a new drink while my force points recharge. I should be back well before they fully regenerate. And I want them fully regenerated for the coming battle anyway, so I'll be right back. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. I'm experiencing some gastric distress. It's the term I like to use, but no harm, no foul. Let's head down here. I think I can get resistance and speed up before the fight. That'll help. Hi, Juhani.
I will be your doom!
There we go. One does want to push her, it's useful.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in darkness.
Alright. Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embraced the dark side? Why?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew Quatra, your master?
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother?
I was sent by the Council to cleanse the taint from this grove.
The Council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved?
I do not hold anger towards you, Juhani. I wish you peace.
Not anger, peace. Yet even with your naive attitude, you managed to beat me. I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back.
Excuse me.
I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
The first step on the path of true knowledge is knowing that you are ignorant.
I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
God. Even in death, the Force will allow her to live on.
If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done?
Oh my God.
Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Anger. Show them that you have freed yourself of this base passion.
If I show them I am free of passion, that I am serene, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Your inner peace and harmony will show them your sincerity.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
Journal entry added, 1200 experience received. Alright, let's cure up. Dantooine, you have redeemed the fallen Jedi Padawan Juhani and removed the dark taint from the meditation grove. Okay, nice. Mesh underlay, 2 med packs, and 2 battle stimulants. Another Mandalorian body here. A Mandalorian melee shield. Now that is new. Uses 5 out of 5, deflection, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, 20 points total. Duration, 200 seconds or max damage taken. Charges. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded after all available charges are consumed. Items that have charges do not stack in inventory. Mandalorians don't fear melee combat, but anything that absorbs physical damage brings them a step closer to victory, and these forearm shields are a favorite. The units are discarded once their maximum activations have been suspended. I think that's actually probably better than the energy shield is. So I'm going to put that on me, and then I'm going to give Canderous the Sith energy shield over his normal one. Very good. Alright. We got one more little fight. Before this map is clear. That group of Mandalorians over yonder. Let's deal with them. Wow, this... I guess it's just because I've gotten used to such long grind sessions. Like, it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it's already been 40 minutes. I've just actually been doing things. Mandalorian! Alright, here we go. Speed should be good enough. Let's get him. Actually, I like doing a push at the start. And he made a save, so he won't be stuck. That's too bad. Wow, this guy is whooping my ass. I'm actually going to activate my Mandalorian melee shield. One almost suspects that may be why it was there in the first place. I'm glad I wasn't imagining the idea that he had to be significantly tougher. The 500 experience seems to bear that out. Alright, Canderous, it's all you. Almost there. Well, he was also 500 experience.
What?
Alright. Those guys were tough. Mandalorian datapad, Mandalorian melee shield, Ariadu's strength amplifier, and a vibro double blade. I know some of those are new. Vibro Double Blade. Feats required weapon proficiency melee weapons. Damage physical 2 to 16. Critical threat 20 to 20 times 2. Ultrasonic vibrations make this double-bladed sword exceptionally deadly. A rare Ichani cortosis weave protects it against lightsaber sparring damage, ensuring effectiveness even against Jedi and Sith. The double-bladed sword is capable of inflicting more damage, but is also less precise than the single-bladed variant. The Ariadu's Strength Amplifier, Strength plus 2. This device uses microbursts of repulsor lift energy to assist actions in combat, giving the appearance that the user is stronger than normal. I've seen one of those, and a Mandalorian datapad. Jarg, did you remember not to take the XT model bike out today? There was something funny with one of the intakes. Ooh, interesting. And I thought it could jam. Ha! Consider yourself lucky. If someone was dumb enough to take that thing out, he would have plowed right into the ground within a kilometer. I think the dexterity is more important than the strength. On my guy. I'll give Zalbar the strength amplifier.
Yes?
Mandalorian datapad. Yarg went missing in Sector B, then Riza saw someone moving south of there. Take a couple of troops and find out who it is. If they look suspicious, terminate. 6 credits. Zalbar needs 1 more heal, actually, in order to get back to full. That clears out the Grove, I believe. 1 more backpack. Advanced med pack, 2 med packs, advanced repair kit. Alright. That's the Sandral grounds. Also has 2 entrances, but we have cleared out the Grove, which is nice. Alright, so I want to go to the party selection screen. I'm going to take Zalbar out for now. I'm going to put Mission in. And we are going to transit back to the Ebonhawk. Because at this point we should be able to progress her quest if we head back there. Yep, here we go.
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together. Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat. Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way?
Mission gets a little worked up when it comes to her brother.
Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt Spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Dantooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Maybe your brother isn't the man you thought he was.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned you. He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
I'd like to hear Griff's side of things before I judge him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Dantooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Journal entry added. Alright. Mission's brother. You've run into Lena, an old girlfriend of Mission's brother, Griff. Lena informed Mission that it was Griff's idea to leave her behind on Terrace when they left. She also mentioned that Griff was on Dantooine, working in the Zerka Corp mines. Understandably, Mission is eager to speak with him. Of course. Okay. We are good to return to the training room. Bye, Lena. since we've dealt with Juhani, our third trial is done. Oh, hey, look, there she is. Can talk to her right quick.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order.
Have you spoken to the Council?
I have spoken to the Council, and they have helped me see the truth. The truth about myself, and the truth of my actions. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light.
So where's Quatra now?
After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
Giving you a second chance like this is a clear sign of weakness. Sometimes I find it hard to believe the Jedi could defeat my people in battle.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
I guess there are some people who wouldn't like Canderous' personality. Juhani has been accepted back into the Enclave while the Council debates her case. It seems that redemption can come even to those who have fallen so far. Wonder if my two murderers are in holding cells here or not. Like they were supposed to be. Looks like not. That's fine. Let's talk to Master Jar. We're back there.
You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Journal entry added. Experience points received, 800. Items received. Jedi Robe. Feats required Jedi Defense. Defense bonus 1, max 630 bonus plus 8. Members of the Jedi Order typically wear plain or unassuming garments. Sure, but... I mean, obviously we're going to put it on. The Jedi Council. Now that you have been accepted as a Padawan, the Jedi Council might tell you more about the bigger picture and what you must do. Jedi Trials. You have completed the final stages of your training and have been accepted into the Jedi Order as a Padawan. Alright, let's see what's up.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Sure. Alright. What's up?
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for.
What happened to the Jedi who went to investigate?
We do not know. That is one of the things you must investigate. We fear the worst. Is there anything else you want to know?
What can you...
Bastila. Well, Bastila was...
Karth mentioned something about it.
Bastila herself does not, but Bastila knew she had to set her personal feelings aside. The way ahead will be difficult for...
Okay, so we have to bring Bastila. Out of everybody else, I'm inclined to bring Canderous, so I have a ranged attacker to go with my 2 Jedi.
I demand justice! The Sandral family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
Is there anything else I should know?
These 2 families have been settled here for some years now.
And causing me no end of trouble.
Indeed. They have been settled here for some time, and feuding ever since.
What caused this feud?
I do not know how the original feud started, but they want nothing to do with each other. As you may have heard, Alan Matale believes that his son, Shen, has been kidnapped by Nurik Sandral.
Curiously, Nurik's son Casus has been missing for some time as well. I fear Nurik may suspect Alan in this.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Which families are involved?
The Sandral and Matale families are involved. The Sandrals live far to the south. The head of that family is Nurik Sandral. He is a stern man, but I believe him fair. Under the present circumstances, though, who knows? Alan Matale can be much more unstable. He is convinced of his own importance and can be a most oppressive individual at times. He lives closer to the Enclave, but still to the south. Is there anything else you wish to know?
Where are they settled?
Both families have settled to the south of this enclave. The Matales are the closer of the 2. Both have similar estates, but Alan is much more paranoid about his, and guards it quite heavily. Is there anything else you wish to know?
I'll investigate if there is time.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
The task has its own importance. It may also serve to divert our minds for a short time. Something which carries its own rewards.
Journal entry added. Oh, Bastila gained a level. Alright. Sandral Matale feud. Dantooine. Alan Matale has approached the Jedi Council and demanded action. He believes that the head of the rival Sandral family, Nurik Sandral, has kidnapped his son. The Jedi Council has decreed that you may investigate the disappearance so long as it does not detract from your main quest. Investigate ruins. Dantooine. The Jedi Council has ordered you to investigate some strange ruins on Dantooine. It would seem that this is one of the places Revan and Malak visited when they were on the planet, and it may hold some key to their fall. Alright, let's level her up. Attributes. Wisdom. Come on, she's a Jedi. Skills. Treat injury and awareness. I mean, sure. Alright, she got a new power. Let's see. I can do Force Shield. Can't do Night Speed. Can't do Night Valor. I can do Energy Resistance. I'm gonna do Disable Droid. That's not a bad one. I'll do Disable Droid.
Yes?
I believe there's a workbench in here. Don't have any crystals yet. Ordo's Repeating Blaster. I don't have anything. What about my armors? Nothing. Alright. Now let's head out of here. I think we can...
Yeah, what do you want?
Get more dialogue from Canderous now. I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
I like Canderous.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
I just like him. You have heard Canderous' tale of his encounter in an asteroid field on the Outer Rim, but do not know what to make of it. Maybe talking to him further will make things more clear. Alright, let's talk to Bastila. We have a dialogue with her as well.
How can I help?
I want to talk about that dream.
It was less of a dream and more of a vision the 2 of us shared. But I am certainly willing to answer any questions the Jedi Council did not.
I still don't understand why we shared this vision.
Are you wondering why we shared the vision? Or why we even received it in the first place? To the first, I can only repeat the answer that the Council gave us. Our fates are linked, and for 2 as strong as we are in the Force, that amounts to a near-physical bond. As to the second, I truly don't have an answer for you. The Force works as it will, and perhaps we should be grateful for what we've been given.
But how did our fates become linked?
I don't know. Believe me, I certainly don't find the prospect of being joined to you enjoyable in any fashion.
Well, thanks a lot.
Please, forgive me. I did not mean to imply that you were repulsive in any sense of the word. That we shared something so personal is just not something I'm used to.
I have another question.
What would you like to know?
Why did we dream of Malak and Revan?
Perhaps because we desired to. Perhaps because they came to this planet and were strong enough in the Force to leave a trace.
Well, I certainly didn't want to dream about them.
That would not be my first choice either. But choice appears to be irrelevant in this matter. We dreamed about Revan and Malak either because we were meant to or because we needed to. There is no other way to look at it.
What do you think Malak and Revan were doing?
I have no idea. It was obviously important, however. That is why we must investigate this further.
I'm not sure I like the idea of you being in my dreams.
And are you so certain that it is not you in my dreams?
I suppose that's possible.
Regardless of which it is, our fates are linked. The vision was doubtless meant for us both.
Do you think we will receive more of these visions?
With luck, we will. I would rather not rely on such visions to guide us. But when we have so little else to go on, and the galaxy hangs in the balance.
That's all I wanted to know.
As you wish. We really should return our thoughts to business anyway.
Alright, not bad. Now we can head out to the courtyard. We're going to make our way to the Sandral grounds. It's the next zone we're going to explore in the next episode. I have probably a couple more kath hound fights and one more dialogue encounter along the way. I don't want to just transit back to the Grove, because we need to speak to Alan Matale at the Matale grounds. We can try the other entrance, though. So we've already cleared this. And there's where our first Mandalorians were. Schlep it over to the estate. Go to the entrance where the droid is. We can convince Matale to come out and talk to him a little bit, which is worth doing. I don't know if it's necessary or not.
This is private property. By what authority are you trespassing on this estate?
I come on behalf of the Jedi Council. I wish to speak to Alan Matale.
You have come from the Jedi Council. Master Matale wishes to speak with you. I will inform him that you are here. Remain at this location until he arrives.
Got his droid platoon.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the Council. I was beginning to think my demands had been ignored, though I think your time would be better spent interrogating the Sandrals as to the whereabouts of my son Shen.
Why are you so certain the Sandrals are to blame?
Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrals arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since. The injustices the Sandrals have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandral droids trespassing on my land.
What were they doing here?
I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived.
At least you're efficient.
It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matale estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandral clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids.
Where can I find the Sandrals?
Follow their stink south of here and you shall find them. I demand action on this matter, Jedi. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of my son is at stake. Is it possible? Yes, of course. Now I understand. I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things are done. I will make a contribution of 1,000 credits to the Council in exchange for rescuing Shen from the Sandrals. I will present the credits directly to you, of course. Whether the Council ever learns of this donation is completely up to you.
Jedi cannot be bought. I will remain neutral despite your attempted bribe.
Nevertheless, my offer still stands. 1,000 credits for Shen's safe return. Know, however, that I will not sit idly by much longer. Eventually, I will take whatever action is necessary to rescue my son, including razing the entire Sandral estate. Until you find Shen, Jedi, we have nothing further to discuss. I suggest you hurry south to their estate, lest I take matters into my own hands.
Journal entry added. Experience points received 150, and that's enough to level everyone up. Sandra Matale feud, Dantooine. You have spoken to Alan Matale, and he is very adamant about his belief that the Sandrals to the south are behind the disappearance of his son Shen. Alright. Level up my main guy. Skills. Always persuade. Oh, we got a new feat. You've been granted the following feats this level. Improved Force Focus and Night Sense. Let's see about those. Ah, yes, we've seen those. Okay, I can take Master Dueling. That'd be a good one. Can also take Master Flurry. I can also take Implant Level 3. I'm gonna take Master Flurry for now. Can't do Master Speed. I don't care about Force Aura. I mean, maybe eventually. Force Valor is nice-ish. Energy Resistance is nice-ish. Stun might be good. Stun Droid. Oh, but I can take Force Whirlwind. And I can also take Force Suppression. God, those are all good. I'm going to take Force Whirlwind right now. Alright, Bastila, level up. Skills, Yawn. Feats, less Yawn. We're going to get Master 2 weapon fighting with her. Powers, let's see. She can finally get Night Speed. That's just, it's so overpowered in combat, it's grand. And for Canderous, we'll do Treat Injury, Yawn. Let's grab Improved Rapid Shot. Okay, very nice.
What?
Alright. We need to go east from here. An encounter has spawned due to our progress in this quest. I don't believe it was there before. You can see some new kath hounds. Just always so good. Many new kath hounds, actually. Canderous can't see it yet. Not Bastila, but she can at least do Night Speed.
Sure.
Bring my speed wore off.
Yes?
Awesome. That was a solid level. I just mean we clearly got significantly more powerful there. Now, somewhere around here is a dead settler. There it is. Cardio package, Ichani light armor, Ichani shield, Verpine headband, Casus's diary. Journal entry added. Alright, so Ichani light armor. Feats required: armor proficiency light, defense bonus 5, max dexterity bonus plus 5, damage resistance, resist 15 versus fire. Ichani prefer elegant design to brute force. The Mactites learned this when their stores of thermal weapons were rendered ineffective by simple changes in the Ichani light armor. A Verpine headband, I've seen, I believe. Yeah, I'm already wearing one. Ichani shield, uses 5 of 5, deflection, energy, sonic, electrical, 50 points total. Duration, 200 seconds or max damage taken. Charges. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded after all available charges are consumed. Items that have charges do not stack in inventory. The Ichani put much effort into developing a forearm shield that, once activated, would allow a mercenary to close on a blaster-wielding enemy relatively unscathed. This unit is discarded once its energy cells are depleted. That may be better than... yeah, I'll give that to Bastila. Then we have the cardio package, which I think I started the game with. Casus's diary, or maybe not. This is the diary of Casus Sandral, amateur archaeologist. It details his efforts to discover the source of the ancient ruins found across the surface of Dantooine. Upon reading it, you gather that he had found some correlation between the ruins and something called the rack. Let's see, I want dexterity. Bastila can't use it, and neither can Ganderus. Well, there you go.
Yes?
Okay. With that, I'm going to take a quick dip through the grove. Looks like we will have more kath hounds to fight. But when that's done...
What can I do?
I will park myself at the entrance to the Sandral grounds, which is a new map. Let's try a Force Whirlwind. Just for tables. Yes! Oh, that's awesome. Alright. And that'll take us to the Sandral grounds, which I will be ready to explore in the next episode. This has been Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. For some reason, getting to level 9 felt like a real game changer, just in terms of my character power. I guess switching to Master Flurry made a massive difference. Oh, and I did forget to look at the journal, real quick. Dead Settler. You have found the body of Casus Sandral. The journal you found on the body tells that he was an amateur archaeologist who was investigating strange ruins across Dantooine. By the wounds on his body, it would seem that he was mauled to death by kath hounds. Alright. That's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, I hope you will give it a like and consider subscribing to the channel. If you want to discuss this or any of my other content, the best place to do that is my Discord server. That link is in the video description. And if you care to support me or the channel, the best way to do that, apart from liking and subscribing, is through my Patreon page. That link is also in the video description. Patreon supporters get to nominate and vote for the games they would like to see played on the channel. KOTOR itself is one such game. Once a game is chosen, I play it through all the way to the end, and then my supporters get to choose another. It's a pretty straightforward process. If you want to get involved in it, you have that option. Regardless, I really do want to thank you for watching. I'm grateful for your time and attention. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Tomorrow, Dark Souls. Take care. Bye-bye.